My wife just asked me about something happening on Monday morning that I figured a lot of you guys might be thinking about as well, and that is Tesla's stock split. Tesla shares are going to go a 5-to-1 split, meaning that for every one share of Tesla that used to be, there's now going to be 5. So as of August 29th, 2020, Tesla was worth $2,213 per share, and they had 186 million outstanding shares. That adds up to a market capitalization of $412 billion. That's a lot of money. But on Monday morning, August 30th, there's going to be a price drop in each share down to $442 per share, but there's going to be 931 million outstanding shares. And if their price doesn't change at all Monday morning, the market capitalization would be the same at $412 billion. So if you wake up Monday morning, don't go crazy. The price of Tesla didn't plummet by a factor of 4. Actually, all that really happened is you have 5 times as many shares, and each share is worth 1/5 of what it used to be. So if pre-split you own 10 shares of Tesla, that was worth about $20,000. Now you're gonna have 50 shares, each worth around $450, and the end result is the same. So first, let's talk about why they're doing it. This is by no means uncommon in the industry. In fact, my longest held stock, which is Apple, has split 4 times in their history. In 1987, 2000, and 2005, they had a 2-for-1 split. And post Steve Jobs in 2014, they had a 7-to-1 split. So why do the companies do this? Well, the main reason is to appeal to retail investors. A retail investor is an individual like you or I who are looking to buy stock, non-professionals. And if you're a retail investor, based on how much money you make or how much you're looking to invest, the price of a stock can be daunting. So for example, let's say at the end of the month, you've saved about $500 and you're ready to invest. Before the split, you would have been able to buy a quarter of 1 share of Tesla, which is totally fine and doable. You're able to buy fractional shares of stock. But I think psychologically or emotionally, it just doesn't sound as good as having 1 share of Tesla for about $400. And that gets at the heart of the matter. What Tesla's really doing is making a move to say we want to appeal to a broader range of investors. We don't just want large professional hedge funds, we want the average individual trader to be able to afford a share of Tesla. The opposite can also be true. A lot of companies will keep their prices really high because they don't want to just have random people who might buy and sell frequently, but instead they want to appeal to a longer term investor. Shares of Berkshire Hathaway, for example, come to mind that often trade over $100,000 per share. And don't expect Berkshire Hathaway to split anytime soon. Now, before we continue, I wanted to take a quick moment and acknowledge something pretty crazy that just happened. And that is the fact that as of a couple of weeks ago, when Tesla's stock climbed over $2,000 per share, their market capitalization is higher than that of ExxonMobil, Shell, and British Petroleum combined. Tesla is worth more money than 3 of the biggest oil makers in the world combined. And that, I think, is worth taking a moment to truly reflect on, because it wasn't very long ago. In fact, in 2017, when I started my YouTube channel, Tesla's image is nothing like it is today. They were considered a high-end car maker, a niche player who made electric cars that not a lot of people would want to buy. And they were valued around $300 per share. You can just imagine in 3 years the kind of growth that they've undergone. In fact, a lot of that has happened in the era of COVID. And it gets to the heart of how new technologies and shifts, when people understand that revolutionary changes on the horizon, it completely changes the way people view companies. And now, honestly, buying a share of a legacy automaker like General Motors, to me, now that sounds crazy, not buying shares of Tesla. And it all gets to the heart of what drives the price of a stock. It's the vision for the future. What will this stock be worth in the future, and how much supply and demand is there? The number of shares are going to go up, so there's going to be more supply, but a lot of Tesla stock is already bought, and the demand is really high. That's why this price has gone up to the levels that it has. Some will argue that Tesla stock is worth way more than it should be, but that just tells you what people believe they're going to do. And if there's one thing about Tesla compared to the other manufacturers of electric vehicles that are emerging, they have proven time and time again that they will deliver. Whether it was the S or the X or the Y, the 3, Cybertruck is coming online. People understand that Tesla has focus. They're going to work on products, and they're actually going to see the light of day. Honestly, my prediction is it'll start to go up a little bit. It'll creep up a couple percent here and there. I'm not a financial advisor. This is all just entertainment. Don't take my word for any of this stuff. But typically when there's a stock split, there's new interest, new people want to buy in, and don't be surprised if they don't break like $500 a share in the next couple of days. Of course, it can always go down. It's a stock market. There's volatility. But I think this is a good move for Tesla, and I think this is cause for excitement. Tesla's worth more than Toyota, Volkswagen, GM, Ford, BMW, Mercedes, all of them. And they are suddenly now the benchmark. And where people used to think about like the German luxury sedans as like the benchmark of what to beat, I gotta think Tesla's kind of taken that place. Whether it's the Powerwall and home energy storage, or their cars, especially their cars, they're becoming the benchmark. So yeah, again, a stock split is largely a emotional or psychological move. And I use Robinhood for investing. And if you're new to investing and you want to get into the market and trading, Robinhood, I'll have a link to it. Sign up for free. I use it because they have free trades with no commissions. And if you sign up with my account link, you'll actually get a free stock as well. But on Robinhood, I could have bought a fractional share of Tesla before, but I have to think that buying a full share of Tesla for under $500 is going to appeal to a lot of people. So there are going to be people who think that Tesla's stock price is way too high and that they don't justify their valuation based on profits and earnings and everything else. But the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if the supply of open shares of Tesla doesn't continue to be very small, because most people I see and I talk to are holding Tesla long term. And that drives to the heart of why Tesla is different. You might invest in a company that you believe in and make some money, but people who invest in Tesla truly stand for the same mission statement. They believe in what Tesla is trying to do for the world. And for that reason, me personally, I have no interest in selling Tesla anytime soon. And looking on Twitter, seeing all the people who are investing in Tesla, I know that they share that same idea, to hold. So I wouldn't expect there to be a lot of open shares for trade. And so as a result, the price is going to stay pretty high. So there is going to be a premium to get into Tesla, because at this point, it isn't even a promise, they're delivering and executing. Big shout out to everybody who's ever bought a Tesla, whether it's solar or a car, Powerwall. You're all part of this move, this mission, and this drive. This one company, if we took Tesla out of existence, we would all still be driving gas cars, and auto shows would be full of gas cars and the next model of whatever bland crossover, and nothing would have changed. But I can't help but feel at this point in time, 2020, as crazy as the year's been, Tesla has completely changed the game and the world. So thank you for all of you who've ever supported the company, whether by being shareholders or buying products, or if you're like me, both. Shout out to all of you. Let's go Tesla. Let's see what happens in 2021 and forward. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm Ricky with Vinci. We hope you'll subscribe. We have tons of new content planned that's coming on the horizon. So join us, like this video, thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.